name is Molly Delaney, a junior psychology major here at John Carroll University. I grew up in Pittsburgh, PA, but I've learned to love Cleveland as another home. Here at John Carroll, I'm the president of the Student Union, which is our student governing body on campus. It is my job to represent the best interests of the students in whatever capacity I'm able. I'm also one of the inaugural members of Every 2 Minutes, which seeks to end violence against women by educating other women about sexual assault. In my spare time, I read more about my field of study and prepare myself for graduate school. I think psychology is a great way to learn about what other people think, how they feel, and why they behave in certain ways. I also like to relax by running around University Heights, spending time with friends, or talking with family on the phone. But when I really want to relax, I guess one interesting thing about me is that I love old movies. I actually think I was born too late. Sometimes I look around John Carroll and I focus on the beauty of the landscape, or I smile at the familiar faces surrounding me, and I think to myself, how did I get here? What led me to John Carroll? And sure, I could talk about the reputation of the school, or what particular people have said at the particularly perfect moment, but I think it's more of a feeling. It was something that gripped me and said, this is where you need to be. I've had so many opportunities to find my talents and to develop them as fully as possible. For example, I've learned to become a more confident public speaker. I've learned how to communicate my ideas clearly and professionally. But I've also learned how to become more empathetic. I came to John Carroll focused upon my goals and where I'd be a decade from now. But now I look around me rather than just ahead of me. I see people for who they are in their totality. I've learned how to relate to others in many different circumstances. I've been able to expand my knowledge throughout my years here. One of the things I try to consider, always, is where I fit into the greater scheme of my experiences. I've matured in my beliefs and values. I am no longer single-minded, but rather I consider the circumstances of others just as I would myself. I've come to know the joys of friendships, but I've also had to stand alone. I've learned hard lessons on my own because I had to. I've learned to approach my studies as intensely as possible. I know that these 4 years will prepare me intellectually to address a variety of situations. But I also know that school can get in the way of your education. I've learned how to enjoy life, if nothing else, for the reason that, well, once it's gone, it's gone. I certainly hope that the university will be a better place because I'm working to make it so. However, I know that it will only get better when we work together to lead and to serve. When I first came to John Carroll, I knew exactly what I was looking for. I knew what kind of experience I wanted, I knew what kind of values I wanted to achieve, and I know what kind of woman I wanted to be. And I think what's so amazing about John Carroll is that somebody's already figured that out.